Well, President Clinton, you're going to have to move over and share the title of the comeback kid. Tonight, there's a new guy in town, a new comeback kid. His name is Mark Sanford. The Mark Sanford who left the governorship just a few years ago under a cloud because, like you, President Clinton, he cheated on his wife. And like you, he lied to the people he represented. Unlike you, taking it one step further, he left the state, he left the country, shirking his responsibilities. But you know what? Today, he was elected as the next representative from District 1 to the U.S. House of Representatives. Congratulations. You are the comeback kid. This is not going to be a video where I whine and fuss. I have stated before that I think the voters in the primary in District 1 failed to do their jobs. They had 15 other choices for Republican candidates, many of them who were as conservative as Governor Sanford. And they picked Governor Sanford. My opinion, what I said before, is it was laziness. It was a name they recognized. I could be wrong. But this is not a video to whine and complain. The people of District 1 have spoken, 31% of them anyway. And the majority of the people of that 31% voted for Governor Sanford. So congratulations, Representative Mark Sanford. Now this is about, I want to talk about reactions I heard tonight. And let me start with a thank you. Ralph Sweeney and Henri Thompson, who both ran for offices in 2012 locally and were unsuccessful, both Democrats. I follow them like I follow a lot of elected leaders and candidates. And both of them posted tonight on their Facebook, congratulations, Representative Sanford. The people have spoken, and we respect that. I want to say thank you because they didn't take the time to whine and fuss. They didn't attack because someone disagreed with them. Representative Sanford and Ralph Sweeney and Henri Thomas are on two different points, on many different issues. And yet these men had the respect and the understanding that you don't have to hate someone you disagree with. So I want to thank you for showing us how to respond to disappointment. But I just also want to mention to some of the folks I saw out there who were in despair, who were more than frustrated, who even said, I'm giving up. I had one guy talk to tonight that said, we can't get any good people elected. I give up. I want to talk to you for a minute. I want to make one thing very clear, one thing I know for certain. If you work for change, if you work for making what you believe is the right course of action for our country, or work to elect the right person that you think will make a difference in our country, and it doesn't work, don't despair. Because while you work toward change, you might not get everything you think should change. But I can guarantee you that if you give up, you will get nothing that you want to change. And there's no need for despair. Now is the rest of our job. Too many of us look at voting and, okay, I did my job, I voted, whether our guy wins or loses, that's it. No, these people represent you and me. And if they don't hear from you and me, they're going to do what they think is best or what somebody else thinks is best because they've got their ear. Whether they've got their ear because they contact them all the time or whether they got their ear because they have a big wad of cash. As much as politicians can be corrupted by cash, the underlying thing is if they're not in office, they can't get the cash. And politicians are animals of habit that want to make sure they stay in office. So if their email boxes and their phone messages and their mailboxes are full all the time of what we the people think they should be doing, how they should be voting on bills, what we think they should be addressing, they're going to listen. Not just to me, not just to you as an individual, which is why it's important to spread out and talk to your family, your friends, your neighbors, your coworkers. If you see someone that's trying to do this, join with them and help them. But what is most important is that the person that is the elected representative to be representing you and me hear what you have to say. There's no need to despair because we can help push our politicians to do what we want, even if they disagree with us, even if they're from another party. I know there's been defeats recently, and people are saying, how can this be? But we don't give up. The other reason for no despair, this isn't permanent. Representative Sanford gets 2 years in office, and then we vote again. I know you're saying, well, if you're a Democrat in South Carolina, you're never going to win. Well, that's not true, because there's Democrats in the State House, there's Democrats in the House. Yes, the Republicans are controlling things. But I can tell you, if you look back, those of you who've been here, who've lived here 40, 50, 60, 70 years, there was a time, and it's not that far gone, when a Republican elected official was a rarity. I'm not talking about Republican or Democrat. I don't care either party. I'd like to see the Green Party and the Libertarian Party and any many other parties. I'd like to see us have a whole plethora of parties. I'm interested in the man or woman who's up there in Columbia, or down there in Columbia, up there in Washington, and how they're going to do what they're supposed to do. There's no need for despair. This battle was lost if you wanted someone other than Mark Sanford. But tomorrow morning starts a new battle. It is our life on the line, our values, and it takes more than simply pushing a button once every 2 or 4 years. We can make a change. You can make a change. I encourage you to join with others and make a change. You can listen to us on the website, canagetawordin.com, where we post a podcast every Monday. And there are other things. For example, this video that you're watching right now is on there. Or will be on there. And there's other information you can find there. And you can comment, tell us what you think. You can go to Facebook at Another Voice with Eric and Friends. Comment there. See lots of things there. Or you can go and subscribe to our podcast channel on iTunes, Another Voice with Eric and Jason. Or Jason and Eric. You could also go to the YouTube and look at Be Another Voice and find the videos there. I encourage you to look and see what we have to offer. And this is one area where you can join with people to help spread the word, to help get more done. So I encourage you to go to those places and join with us. Until next time, get out in the community and make a difference.